and he was diagnosed with severe apraxia, which is he was unable to, he knows the words, but he cannot say it. He knows what to do, but his body would not follow through, and so that turned out to be a challenge.
He was so lonely, and he didn't have any friends. He didn't have any peers. You know, he ate lunch by himself every day, and he was always having to show people what he could do. He was always having to prove his abilities.
And now we look at his sessions and he's spelling the answer to 4 six-figure numbers. Meanwhile, teachers had been, saying, "What's 2 plus 2?" And he's flipping out, throwing a chair because he's so frustrated. And he can calculate these numbers faster than I could punch them in a calculator. And so I would say it's been a huge relief for me to know that, okay, all the years that even he was in a regular school, even though he couldn't respond verbally and tell them what he was learning, he was absorbing everything.
With our neurodiverse students, they have been funneled into different areas, not because the public schools, they just don't know what they don't know. Our students are actually well above and beyond cognitively. They're geniuses or gifted. It's just their bodies have kind of failed them for various reasons. But we found a way with Spell to communicate to actually get them standard high school diplomas. That's a big part of what we do. And that's the big thing they want. They want their student to actually get a standard high school diploma, which gives them the opportunity to go ahead and go to college if that's what they choose to do.
He talks about Invictus being a judgment-free zone where his friends have his back. So obviously for me and the parents, we think about the academic side and what this is going to give them, getting a diploma and the doors it'll open for the future. But for them, it's about having the relationships and the friendships they never had an opportunity to have before Invictus.
In Invictus, everybody is absolutely and amazingly trained with this kind of technique to bring the communication and the academic excellence out of them, as well as they're respected and believed in, where you don't have to keep proving again and again.
I used to feel guilty. Every day of school, I used to drop him, and I somehow I had some guilt. I felt that there was something lacking in the school. I always had the feeling, but now I no longer have it. Now I feel satisfied internally, satisfied as a family, satisfied for him. I think this is the best place he could be.
I've seen more and more miracles about what we're doing here to end what they call the silent cage of autism. That's basically what we're about. We're giving these students a method of communication, especially to their parents. Can you imagine being the first time parents come to me all the time in tears, at 15, 16 years old, they were able to communicate with their own child for the first time.
No other school actually supports kids who have challenges regulating their body. So I think Invictus has been a blessing for us.
And one of the things I remember as a parent so profoundly is that he came into school with a smile on his face. He left with a smile on his face. He was just so happy to be here. And for him, it was a dream come true to have a place like Invictus.
The way Spelling to Communicate can help me see the real Shane, his real personality, being shown, his intelligence, his sense of humor. It has helped me then be a better parent. If anyone should maybe, be angry at the world would be the best way to say it, it would be these kids. They are the complete opposite. They have more love, more empathy, more to teach the rest of us about what to be thankful for, not to sweat the small stuff. I always say I'm probably the luckiest parent in the world because I never took things for granted that I would have if I didn't get to see the world through Shane's eyes.